Welcome to the Home for Innovation. Today I want to do a follow-up story on a recent story we did on Great Britain. And as Americans, we know we all ultimately come from Great Britain, and that they are sort of a window into our future. Recent article here in the Wall Street Journal talks about, the headline is "After the London Riots," and it's sort of delving into what's creating all these problems in England. Just want to read you a couple of excerpts. The depressing truth is that the bottom of our society is a layer of young people with no skills, education, value, or aspirations. Nobody has ever dared suggest to them that they need to feel any allegiance to anything, least of all Britain or their community. Not only do they know nothing of Britain's past, they care nothing for its present. And I think what you're seeing here is that these are not people that are handicapped or disadvantaged in some way. These are young people that are disaffected, that have been left to their own devices. And this is what they're creating. They're creating a social chaotic world. At fault in these riots were the distorting effects of the welfare state and a degenerate British popular culture. Basically, a culture that is entitled to a high standard of consumption irrespective of its personal efforts. Sounds like entitlement, something that we've been spending a lot of time on here in the U.S. It also goes on to say that much of what they have is provided by others, but they are not grateful. Dependency doesn't encourage gratitude, but resentment. I think this is a really important fact for us to spend a minute on here, in that we have this compulsion in our country to want to do for others. And not that that's a bad thing, but what we have to protect against is those who would take advantage of our goodwill. We see in countries like Britain and our own that we have many people taking advantage of entitlement programs. And what is the net effect? The net effect is not a more positive culture or society. The net effect is a disaffected youth, a group that feels entitled to things that they have not earned. At the end of the day, we are creating a socialist environment around the world. England has it. We've seen what the results are of these kinds of investments. We're doing the same thing in the United States. If we don't change our path, we can expect to have riots, we can expect to have disaffected youth, we can expect to have more entitlement programs that we can't afford. Why is this important? Because this is strangling the middle class in America, and it's affecting our ability to create sustainable ways of life. We'll see you here next time on the Home for Innovation.